So I think we knew how valuable, the possessions would be in this game. I felt like we started the game off well, put together some good drives. Three scoring drives, on our first three possessions. The turnover at the end of the half was unfortunate because, I felt like that probably took points off the board for us, maybe a field goal at the very least. And it gave points to them, gave them 3 points. If there's one thing I wish I could take back from the game, it would be that. Otherwise, we had a lot of mental errors. We didn't, felt like we were not playing as fast and maybe as just as sure and confident. Felt like we ran the ball well. And really, for the most part, I know penalties, at the end of the day, when you look at the stat sheet, it hurt us. I think offensively, we really just had one drive where it really set us back. We had, 2 holding calls and then I think an illegal block, that put us into like a 3rd and 20-something situation. I think that was our first drive of the third quarter. But, you look at what they were able to do, offensively, I think at the end of the half and then in the third quarter, obviously they did a great job of possessing the ball. I think they had 36 minutes of possession time. We had 24. So, listen, we know what wins football games, and we know what makes it very, very difficult to win football games. And obviously, we made way too many mistakes out there in order to win that game.
Next question is from Catherine Terrell.
Hey, can you expand on the interception and what you were seeing on that play? Was that intended to go to Deontay?
Yeah, I had to throw it a lot earlier than I wanted to. And bottom line is I shouldn't have thrown the ball. That was either a bad decision or make a, much better throw. But at the end of the day, just check it down. I didn't have the time that I needed to really make a good read. So I should have just dumped it to Alvin and moved on to the next play.
Next one's from Rod Walker.
Hey, Drew, how different is it for you with Michael Thomas not being out there? Or how different was it?
Well, I'd say the big adjustment was just having to move some guys around, Trey Kwan basically, played a lot of Mike's snaps and then you had new guys in at Trey Kwan's position. And so, obviously we're very multiple with what we do with our personnel groups and formations and plays and everything else. And so I think just, honing in on, where everybody kind of fits in the best and then how we can execute better as a result of that.
Next question is from Jeff Duncan.
Yeah, Drew, do you guys feel like you're in sync right now? It feels like just watching from afar, you're all a little off. I know you said last week you didn't feel like you all played that well. And it looked like you started well tonight, and then all of a sudden couldn't find that rhythm again.
Well, I'd say this, listen, every drive in this game was very valuable, right? We really only got about 7 of them. So, if one of those ends up being, a turnover that, where we could have gotten points, and then the other one results in basically 3 penalties that took us out of field goal range and didn't allow us to get points, So 2 out of 7 possessions, should have resulted in some points. And so in a game like this, man, those are valuable. You got to have it. You just have to have it. So are we totally in sync right now? No, we're not. We're not even close to what we are capable of. Not even close. We did some good things tonight early on, but it just wasn't enough for the few opportunities we had. We needed to take better advantage of that.
Next question is from Fletcher Mackel.
My question was about being in sync, so I appreciate it. You can continue on if that's okay. I think you answered it. Thank you.
Next one's from Nick Underhill.
Drew, is some of that stuff affected by no preseason? I mean, there's some stuff that we're seeing that we're just not used to seeing, some timing stuff maybe that's not quite there, passes that are a little off the mark. Is it you guys still working in the shape because you didn't have the preseason?
I don't know if preseason, what difference that makes other than, typically the starters get what we play about 1 quarter in the preseason, so sure, it would have been nice to have that. But listen, we got we got some new faces, and we just got to get back on track. I think we got to put together what is going to be, consistent execution. Because I'd say we're just inconsistent right now.
Next question's from Mike Triplett.
Hey, Drew, I feel like asking this question a little bluntly because, it's a popular narrative already from a lot of analysts that they're concerned we're seeing a sharp decline from your performance and some stats that, your air yards are the shortest through 2 games of any quarterback in more than a decade. What would you say to counter the narrative that you don't feel like you're starting this season showing decline?
Well, my job is to execute the offense, right? And so I think I've always evaluated myself on being a great decision maker. And so at the end of the day, I'm gonna throw the ball to the open guy, move the ball down the field, score points, help us win football games. So that's my job. My job's not to have the most air yards or throw the ball down the field the most or anything like that. My job's to help us win. My job's to help put everybody around me in the best position to succeed. And that's all I'm focused on.
And then just in your own evaluation, what is something that you personally would like to clean up heading into week 3?
Well, I think we just need to be more efficient, just more efficient. We have a wealth of stuff that we do within the framework of our offense. And, we called, a shot play or 2 today and just got the wrong coverage on both of them. So, what could have been big play opportunities, what could have, been throws down the field, unfortunately had to be checked down, But I think one was a 10-yard check down completion and another one was something close to that as well. So, again, at the end of the day, it's our job is to move the ball down the field and score points. And however we do that, we do it.
Last question's from Luke Johnson.
Yeah, Drew, just curious what you thought of Trey Kwan today, even in a losing effort, just filling in for Mike.
Yeah, listen, I thought he did a great job. I think we all see what he can do when he gets the ball in his hands, just the run after the catch. Obviously, Deontay Harris got some more opportunities today. I think we need to continue to find ways to get Emmanuel Sanders, more involved. There was an opportunity or 2 there, just, thinking back, I'm sure after I watched the film, where we say, man, definitely a few more catches, a few more touches. But listen, we got a lot of guys. I think we just got to hone in on, where everybody's fitting in the best and what will allow us to really execute at the highest level.
That wraps it up. Thanks, Drew.
Yeah, thanks.